What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again, and today we're here to talk about another Hot Toys preview figure, and that is the Mandalorian Season 3 Hot Toys Praetorian Guard, or now they call it Imperial Praetorian Guard. So for those who missed out on the Last Jedi versions, now you have another shot for a similar Praetorian Guard. There are some notable differences, but we're going to talk about that, guys. Let's get into it. Let's read the description here. So Star Wars, the Mandalorian 1/6 scale Imperial Praetorian Guard. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Clad in ornate crimson armor, the Imperial Praetorian Guards are elite warriors of the Shadow Council, ready to meet any threat with a savage response. The red armor was a deliberate echo of that worn by the Emperor Palpatine's royal protectors. Continuing to expand Hot Toys' collectible line, inspired by the latest season of the Mandalorian live-action series, Hot Toys is pleased to present the new 1/6 Imperial Praetorian Guard figure. So it's a skillfully crafted helmet, body armor, and outfit, a specifically applied glossy red painting on the armor. The unique chain whip and heavy blade weapons are part of it as well. So let's look at the photos. Guys, this one is a little bit different, again, than the Last Jedi version. You can see the plates on the side there are a little bit different. The helmet has a different shape. It has a more Mandalorian look to the center of it, actually. The Last Jedi versions were not like this. The color scheme is very similar. The robes are very similar. The pants are a little bit different color as well, from what I remember. I have the Praetorian Guards up there, and I think those are a little bit different color overall. But there are some similarities, but there are some marked differences as well. So the base is actually very simple. It looks like a very basic black Star Wars base with Imperial Praetorian Guard written on it. You got the armor there. You can see the helmet actually, yeah, it is very Mandalorian. It sort of has that sort of T Mandalorian symbol to it. It looks like a Mandalorian type of armor for sure, and helmet. So the vibroblade, I guess it's a vibroblade, right? Star Wars fans, you know, you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments below. I'm a big Star Wars fan, but sometimes I forget the little bit of names here and there with small stuff. But this blade looks really, really cool. The purple aspect looks really cool. The whip, I'm sure that's probably articulated. The Last Jedi version Praetorian Guard was articulated, so I'm sure this one probably is as well. You can see it has a gray silver tip at the top there, and then the purple, the vibro aspect as well in there. So you can see the knife, the blade. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there it is, the vibro. Yeah, the vibro blades. That's what I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, the vibro blades. The weapons actually might be cooler this go around. I don't know. The Praetorian Guard weapons with Last Jedi are pretty damn cool. I love those figures. I have the heavy blade one, and I have the double blade one. And you can swap out the helmets. You can change them to like the long sword. You can change them to the whip. You can change it to the double blades. It's really, really cool. There's like a spear. This is pretty dope. You can do a lot with these. I am wondering how much they're going to charge for these now. Back in the day, what they charged for the Praetorian Guard was like ridiculous, like $205, like absolutely ridiculous what they were charging for that. It was just insane and really, really great. So yeah, this is cool, honestly. The hip blade, the hip armor is actually pretty cool. I think that's a nice little touch. The blades, I'm assuming these are probably not going to light up. I didn't see anything in the description about that. I can check again, but they look lit up in the photos, but I'm not sure they're going to be that way in the actual item, but I will check again before we're done with this preview video. But overall, my impressions of this figure, I think it looks good. I think this is a figure that a lot of people can add to their Mandalorian display. Again, if you wanted to throw this in a general Star Wars display, I really don't think you would have a problem. Like if you want, like if maybe the Last Jedi ones are just too expensive nowadays, people are charging ridiculous prices for them, and maybe they're just out of reach for most people. I don't know if this is articulated though, because in the photos, I don't see it articulated at all. It looks pretty straight. So I don't know. The Last Jedi one was articulated, so you could bend it and change the whip around to meet your needs, your posing needs, and I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a really cool looking figure. It's a very basic looking figure. I think a lot of people might be like, I don't know, it's pretty cool. But the Last Jedi ones, for as much as people didn't like the Last Jedi overall, those Praetorian Guards became pretty sought after on the aftermarket. So I find that pretty interesting. So I do think people like the design. Generally, people like troopers. They're cheap and inexpensive for Hot Toys to make. They look cool on the shelf. I think the red armor for this one in particular pops. When you look at most troopers, you get like a mustard trooper or maybe sort of a clone trooper or something like that. It looks kind of cool. It has some white, maybe some blue, maybe a little bit of yellow or something. But this full-on red, I think that just really looks good on a shelf. Like when I look at the rest of my Star Wars figures and I look at the Praetorian Guards, they stand out because most of the Star Wars figures are either black or brown, right? Because you have like a black, like a Sith. Most Sith are wearing black robes of some kind, or some Darth Vader black cape or leather outfit or whatever. And then you have the Jedi who are wearing generally brown robes. So a lot of the characters tend to have one of those two color schemes, but when you throw in a Praetorian Guard, it does mix things up quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, the base is very simple for most people. It's not really going to matter. For me, as long as the base looks decent and it's not the sand base with the footprints, I'm generally pretty happy. I think overall the base is minimal, and that's all you really need. I'm hoping that these come in around $235 to $240 plus shipping and tax, and you will be able to get this at Comic Concepts. I'll put a link in the description below. For now, it'll be just a general link to Comic Concepts, but it will be up, I'm hoping, sometime today, and then you'll be able to PO this Praetorian Guard there if you wish. So if you want this Praetorian Guard, you can head there. If you don't, then don't pre-order this Praetorian Guard. Don't PO this Praetorian Guard. So sorry guys, just bear with me. It's early as hell. It's 6:30 in the morning right now. That's wild, right? It's wild, but it looks really good. Let me look back one more time. Body armor, gloss. Yeah, I don't see anything about a light up weapon, so I think this is simply Photoshop. The weapons in the original Praetorian Guard release did not light up, so I doubt that this one does either. They do look pretty cool, but the vibro blades are actually pretty cool, honestly. The whip's pretty cool. I don't see anything about the articulated whip either, though, so maybe this whip is not articulated like the last one, so I guess only time will tell. The photos have it pretty straight in almost every photo, but it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I like the blade here like this. This looks pretty dope. And the long sword like this, the long blade, that's probably my weapon of choice right there. I do like that one a lot. And this is, like I said, a really cool color scheme. If you're looking for something that really does pop on your shelf, I think the Praetorian Guard could do that for you. But yeah, I mean, the decision, I guess, then becomes, do you go out and seek the Last Jedi versions, or do you pick this one up? For me, I guess it just depends on which design you like better. For me, I'd still go out and get the Last Jedi versions if I could find them reasonably. I saw someone listed one yesterday on Facebook, so Sean Spice Runner tagged me in it. It was like $285, I think. $285 for that one shipped. Pretty good, actually. I think that's a pretty good deal. If that, you know, if I was looking for a Praetorian Guard, I'd probably just scoop that one instead of buying this one. This new one does have some really cool stuff, but I like that design a little bit better. I think the design was a little bit cleaner on the first one. This one is a little more Mandalorian-esque, and I do like it. I do like it, but I like it less than the previous installment. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will say with this guy, you can pose him pretty effectively, clearly. It's a fabric outfit primarily, then you got sort of plastic armor there. I think you can do a lot with these guys. You don't have to worry necessarily about creasing or anything like that. You just got to be careful with the armor coming unglued or something like that. But generally speaking, there's a lot of good stuff that you can do with these boys. But yeah, weapons, cool accessories, only one helmet this time. You know, the previous Praetorians, you got 2 swappable helmets with each one that you were using. So yeah, you had a little bit more display options with that. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting that they had elected to go with this before Bo-Katan with rooted hair, before Din Djarin season 3, before some of the others maybe that they could have put out. But overall, I mean, I guess it does make a little bit of sense because this is probably a hell of a lot easier. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Overall, I think this is going to be a cool release. It's another Star Wars release. It's a Mandalorian release. It's crazy. Mandalorian, the hype has died down so much. Normally, like, I think Hot Toys would be all over. They would just be pumping Mandalorian shit out there. But right now, they're kind of just taking like a little bit of a wait and see approach. And it's interesting. I mean, I'm guessing they have their finger on the pulse pretty closely. And they're watching this. How do people feel about season 3? What do the numbers look like? Is there excitement generally about this IP? And I think with the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian, they could pretty easily recognize that the show was popping the fuck off and that they were just going to make anything they could Mandalorian because people were highly interested. Now, though, not so much. Now we got a situation where season 3 was somewhat divisive. Some people loved it, some didn't. I thought it was very mid. I thought it was like, okay, like it was all right, but I was overall pretty disappointed with it. I wasn't really satisfied with what I got compared to the first 2 seasons. But yeah, I mean, this Praetorian, it looks dope, guys. If you want to pick it up, it is pretty cool, and it will add a little bit of pop and color to your overall collection. That said, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to comment below, like, and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell for updates related to these type of videos. But yeah, guys, we got a Praetorian Guard, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to stick with my Last Jedi versions, and I might even... No, I probably won't because I'm running out of space. I have 2 already, and I don't think I have room for another Praetorian Guard. I'm running out of Star Wars room. But if I were, this one would be a pretty tempting one. And I'll probably pick it up to review it, to be honest. But yeah. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. See you later. Bye. Bye. Where do I end the stream? Bye. See ya.